Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some more Polybridge. Let's go try the sloped drawbridge. Okay, so we don't have any limits, which is good. And we've got basically everything. So let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's start out with the trace tool, as always. Come on, trace me please. And bam. And we're going to turn that grid off because it's going to make things a little awkward, if we're being totally honest. And boom. Okay, so we've got all that. So I'm thinking we're probably going to pivot here. Is that where we're going to pivot? That may be where we pivot. And we're also going to need a break about... Oh, wrong tool. Get rid of the trace tool. Make a break right there, and we're just gonna support this about like that. Boom. Oh, we're a little bit too far. Boom. Boom. And we're a little bit too far there, so we'll make up a little bit right there. And boom. There we go. How does that hold? That holds pretty okay until it gets pulled. So now we just got to support the whole rest of everything. So let's start out with the normal triangle-y goodness. We're gonna stretch you guys up. And I think that's probably about as centered as we're gonna get that. We're gonna copy, paste, paste, and it's not having a good day. Oh, okay. So apparently I was going just a little bit off. You know what I can do? I can do over here, because we know that's going to have to be supported. We can do our trace tool to go to here, and that should be exactly half. Okay, get rid of our trace tool. And then boom, 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 boom. Okay, so that we know works. And it's on the right angle. Boom, okay. So we've got proper support there. So, well, we definitely need one of these. Can we connect? We cannot quite connect. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Come on. Oh, so close. Okay, so we've got that. We just need to support it. I wonder how well that's supported on its own. Wonder if maybe we can support like this. And the straighter that is, the better support it's going to have. Hey, technically it holds. So what I think I would like to do here, do that and expand. That should be adequate support for going across the first time. Oh, and we've broken something. What did we break? We broke that? Really? All the way down there? Guess just a little bit too much pulling tension. And in that case, we'll do one of these. But as it gets pulled, it'll also pull on that rope back there. Oh, no dice. Maybe if we straighten this out a little bit, we'll reduce some of that stress. Do we have any room to work with here? We do. Yeah, that's still under a lot of stress. So we're going to get rid of this joint and just replace it with metal. I don't want to I want to replace as little as I can get away with metal. You know, for reasons. I may also put a hydraulic here pulling to help increase the amount it can do. Ha! 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 Oh boy. Let's see. Here, and you will contract. And we're going to speed you up a little bit so that we've got a little bit more time to do stuff. Slow it back down for this, and immediate break. Yeah, that should not have broke. Why did that break? Oh, seriously, why did that break? Okay, back to fast. Okay, that's just too much stress across the top. Let's see. Maybe we need to build our support structure underneath, but we're short on space underneath. How about this? We replace each of these with a rope section. Immediately falls apart. What was the part that broke? Really? Okay. Okay. I can deal with that. At least I think I can. And it's just going to require a little bit more support. Okay, so we've got... Actually, we can probably just go to there. And support this back up with some wood. How about that? Nope, still not enough. So rope is breaking. Okay. I think rope has got about the same cost as the metal counterpart. We gotta go back into slow and see where it's breaking. Where's the most stress? It's still along the bottom under compression. So as much as I don't wanna, we're gonna replace all the bottom parts with reinforced road. Actually, this side should be that lighter road. So if we do put in a metal piece here, that's going to change the pivot point a bit. Yes, it's going to be a little bit stronger. Okay, so it's pushing in. We actually do have to do metal all the way across, because in one type of movement, it pushes together. In the other type of movement, it's pulling apart. So the static load is pushing it, and the dynamic load is pulling it. Okay, so it made it across, no problem. We're gonna go to slow, and it crushes itself. So that piece was what broke first. We already knew that was gonna be tough. You know, we can probably replace some of these off at the end with their lighter, cheaper counterparts. Because they're still going to be under a bit of stress, but they have to be light. And we don't need to go super slow. Oh, I didn't even see that. That was so fast. Okay. That freed up some budget so we can reinforce that. Actually, we do still actually need to get rid of that. It's just a little wide for that shape. Nice and slow, and yeah, it breaks. So that's pulling like it should. It's just, it needs more. It just needs more. How do we reinforce this without adding like a crazy amount of weight? We could split it up a bit. Let's see. How do we want to do that? Oh, in hindsight, there's literally nothing keeping us from just building straight out. Boom. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna fill you out with regular roads, and then we're gonna trace again to here, and then we're gonna fill you with regular roads. So this junction right here may end up being a slight issue, but it'll be okay. Ooh, that's an idea. So stick with me on this. We're going to start out with just a couple of triangles. as always. Really? And I see, this is why I copy and paste every time. Because I have a very bad habit of just making it where they just ever so slightly can't match up. You know, it just, that's why I trace. And nobody's perfect. Why is there creep? It's not perfectly centered on each of those. And yes, I know we're still missing the star. How do we do this then? Well, it's almost perfectly in line here. We're gonna go with that that first design of straight line right there, regular road, and fill you. Get rid of that mess. Oh, you're off. We're above. What? Okay. Trace tool. Trace tool, please. There we go. Okay, that should just barely touch it, right? Maybe that is a clue that we need to slope down, but I'm just not gonna take it. Because if it can make it all the way across there, we're good. I'm having some very, very big ideas. No, let's get rid of you. I'm gonna drop you down to here. That ought to do the same thing. And yes, I know we've been at this for a good bit. That looks to be the perfect angle. Now we're gonna fill it with the regular roads, and now we're gonna build the bridge. From here, I guess we could just head straight on down. But, let's see. It is a change in angle, so there's going to be a change in speed and momentum. But it ought to be okay. And we're going to do the thing that I've discovered that I like to do. And I'm going to put a triangle on either end. Make it nice and tall. And then use our trace tool yet again. Favorite tool in the world. To fill it with some sticks. Boom. Okay, so this should be a very sturdy bridge. I'm gonna build it up there, make it nice and tall, and then repeat, and then trace. Boom, boom, and then fill in some triangles. It is easier working in straight lines than it is with curves, but sometimes curves just, they work so nice. Okay, that's obviously designed to be the pivot point. Does that just fall apart? That does just fall apart. Let's throw on a rope and see what happens. Yes, it's not happy. Okay, so it's compression along the top that is giving it all of its trouble. So how do we fix that? We could... I don't want to build up from the bottom, but we'll change our break point. Okay, so pretty much got proper support right there. That's going to change our breakpoint to... Actually, probably not that one. It's going to be this one. Does that hold... Oh, shoot. Does that hold together? Technically, yes. Boom. Got one. Dropped down out of the way. Broke apart. Second one goes in the drink. Okay, so we've got half of it solved already. And here's where I'm going to pull the pro-gamer move. And no, it's not the not being able to connect it thing. Because that just happens. Okay, get you up nice and tall. And we're gonna do one of these. And then we're gonna rope that up to, oh, we're gonna regular rope. And then we're gonna make that as straight of a line as I can. Actually, we're gonna do a spring and a rope. And yes, it does make it a little bit harder to get a very straight line, but we're gonna do 20% stretched. That should preload. That did not preload enough. Okay, there we go. Already pulling a little bit on it, not adding a lot of weight. Oh, nope. Okay. I guess that wasn't a pro gamer move. It happens. So I know for sure that one hydraulic there will not be enough. It won't. How do we do this? Do we do a hydraulic? And then connect said hydraulic up like this? And we're not going to contract, we're going to expand. That should be... Yeah, because it's going to a single point, it should be able to rotate on that point. What? You know what? I've about had it with this budget. So we're going to do... that. We're going to bring you down. Line that up. And now we're going to have you expand. Slightly different angle of force. Okay, what breaks? It's this guy? This guy breaks? Okay. Well, we're gonna do the systematic, slowly just making everything a little bit stronger then. Okay, that broke. Why did that break? 200%, and then go back down to nice and slow. Because I want to watch this break. It's crazy. Okay. Okay, so if we push here, make sure that's all the way down. Oh, it had a little bit more down to go, so it's dropping off of its foundation. We're going to run through that at high speed. It was dropping and then pushing up. Okay, so I think each of these is breaking under compression. Yeah, that's going to make it heavier, but it's going to make it much more compressible. And lack of support definitely doesn't help. But we can only build our support out so far. Right? Okay, so that stayed nice and strong. It was this other bit that was having some trouble. So maybe if we isolate a little bit and we support just a little bit more, that'll work. Why is it pulling like? That works. I'm not entirely sure why. How was that road our first thing to break? Okay. Well, once again, systematically reinforcing things till we run out of money. Oh, so close. Okay. Fast until the boats get here, and then figure out what exactly is out of whack. Oh, come on. Yeah. Does it actually hit the bridge? I think it might. It totally does. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so let's expand you a little bit. If it's got a longer movement, its extension is further. There it goes. Haha, we got it. Yes! Oh, that was way harder than it should have been. But what the heck is this mess? Somebody. What is that? That's crazy. Okay. I guess if it works, somebody had unlimited budget turned on. That is the only way for that to work. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, Dave beat me. Dave beat me by a good bit, but with his... I gotta find a way to get 161 out of it. But I'm totally okay with Dave beating me on this one. I'm 110% okay with that. Okay. Where can we reduce some cash? Done. Yeah, done. We can also definitely reduce that. There's no way that needs that much support for that little bridge. But I'm going to let Dave have this one. Well, so that didn't record, so we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at the solution to the trapdoor. I spent a lot of time on it, and I don't know what happened on the recording, but here we go. This is what I did that actually worked for me. And I'm going to walk you through it real quick. So this bridge here in the middle, nothing special, does nothing but just exist. Yes, it could probably be built cheaper, but it was under budget, so I didn't really care. In the right-hand side, there's this weird cantilevered bridge thing with bump stops. Stops. So we're going to drop that down to 100%, and we'll go through this as it happens. So the limo comes across the first time, and it runs into my little contraption there, and then it shoves it into place and holds it there. So this bump stop was important, because otherwise it would overshoot. It has to be a joint. It can't be the middle of a road. The spring was just so I didn't have to spend more on, well, reinforcing literally everything. But I spent something like an hour trying to get everything fine-tuned to be ever so perfect. And now that I see the solutions, there was definitely an easier way. Let's take a look at this guy. I don't know if it was under budget or not, but I kind of hate myself now for overcomplicating things so much. It was cheaper, but it had more stress. So maybe we try to copy that. But before we do that, let's take a look at the best by budget with no fails. What is that nonsense? I'm pretty sure they pulled out the little bit of an exploit. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of exploity that you just put a whole bunch of floaty bridge parts together like that. And it looks like everybody else here went to go take a look at the what was currently available on the best budget and copied it. And they're all within a couple of dollars of each other. So let's retry this one. But even though the recording didn't quite go through, I'm still kind of proud that that actually works, because let's watch it again in fast time. Boop. And locked into place. Could not get more locked into place, I don't think. And bam, right there. Goes right through, unbreaking, under budget. Let's do that again, but let's try something a little bit more easier. Something that would be easier to replicate on your own. Because I know if you're as into it as I am, you got your own ways of doing things. Fill that out, and let's do another trace. I feel like straight may be better. How close is that to... Oh, that's perfect. Okay, now we're gonna trace. We need to do that? We don't need to do that. That's just additional support. Let's build you up in line with that, so we've got a good reference point. Trace from here to there, and then fill it with some regular roads. Then we can go through and support it, because we already know for sure that that's tall enough. The only iffy is the side to side. Once you actually start to put load on it, because that's going to collapse right away, I think. Yep, see, it collapsed right away. So let's do one of these. Does that make it hold? That does not do anything at all. Let's see. Boom, boom. And I'm doing these because they're longer, but they also should supply a lot of strength. Look at that. It's great. Now all we gotta do is have like a 2 road segment long thing here and support it. Actually, it probably needs to be just a tiny bit longer than that. Yeah, let's do it like that. And we'll triangle you up. Really? Okay. So those of you saying stuff like, "Oh, you should do it in grid mode. It makes sure that your stuff connects." No, not really. Does that connect? Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Not quite half the budget, but I was solving the problem on the wrong end, and I guess Dave really needs to take the win here, even though I've got a lower budget, because I absolutely cheated, and I went to the gallery to see how to do it. But yeah, sometimes that's just what you got to do. You got to go check out the gallery to make something that works, and then check out the gallery to see how to make it nice and cheap. Now, I will say this. If you do plan on going to the gallery, don't just wholesale copy something somebody else made like we saw most of those people do. Improve on it. Make it better. Make it yours. But yeah, I think that's the last one that we're going to do today. Well, it looks like that's going to do it for us today, guys. I wanted to say thank you for hanging around this long. If you did and you haven't already hit subscribe, please do. Just so you don't miss out on any of the other cool stuff coming on down the road. If you'd like to hang out with us, please hit us up on Discord. Link is in the About section on the channel, or you can go to discord.wonsnot.com, and I will see you guys in the next one.